Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys how I made $168 today trading the NASDAQ market and secured my second winning day on my live account. Okay, so getting straight into the video. Okay, so starting off on the hourly time frame, we can clearly see that price came down late last night, a massive 2.5% sell-off, okay? Taking these swing lows here, as we can see, we'll mark it out. These swing lows here, not the best drawing, but we'll go with it. And came into a 5-minute strong order block here that I will zoom into in the later pictures, okay? So as we can note, we've tapped an order block below this swing low, and below this swing low, we have collected a lot of liquidity. As we know, below structural points, there is a lot of liquidity. So now moving to the 15-minute time frame where we can see things a bit more clearer and more zoomed in. So as we can see, it's everything the same, just more zoomed in. We've come below this swing low, like we said, with intent, speed, and took all that liquidity below there and mitigate this 5-minute order block, okay? And what do? We reject, we come up, and then come down and externally sweep one more time, mitigating more orders within this 5-minute strong order block, okay? So another thing we can note is from the large sell-off from yesterday, I was expecting this morning to at least come and rebalance up to the 50% of it, okay? But keeping in mind there was no news today and there was no key political events. So with nothing like that, you have to ask yourself, is there really going to be that much movement in price today without any news folders or any political events? And just describing it better, I was expecting price to come up, maybe retest, and then come to the 50%, or even come to the value area, okay? The value area, which is here, right? Now going to our last image, which is the M1 time frame, where we actually took our entry. Okay, so on the M1 time frame, what can we see? If we get our drawing tool out, we can see we've taken these external lows here, right? Consumed more orders within this M5 order block, okay? Then what do? We have an M1 change of character as a reaction after the external sweep of lows and coming to that M5 consumed order block, okay? Then what do? What I done now was measure my standard deviation tool from low to high, and it lined up perfectly with these structural highs here, okay? And that was the reason why I put my take profit there, okay? Then what do? So we change a character, test, come up, break a structure, so we're just confirming more bullish price action. And we're also inducing lows, respecting bullish order blocks, okay, and continuing higher. Sellers are consistently getting disrespected and buyers are consistently getting respected. So then what do? This is where I was framing my entry, okay? We come up after taking these lows and mitigating this order block here. We come up, retest this order block here that caused the push up, and then we have another push to the upside. So now we have a 2-leg protocol on the 1-minute time frame. With all the other confluences in mind, this was a great entry, okay? I entered here, and initially I was targeting this structural high, like I mentioned, aligning with the standard deviation minus 2.25. But when price got to these highs and was stagnating quite significantly, this was my thought process, okay? I looked at the P&L, saw price stagnating at them highs, still thought price would go to 40p, but was like, okay, I could secure a winning day today, okay? And that would be number 2 out of 5. That's one step closer to getting the payout, okay? So in the moment, I took the decision, secured the winning day, and now I've got 2 out of 5. And as a result, if we go to price, we can see it went about 60% of the way and then went back to break even and then to stop loss. So I would have actually had a break even trade here despite the outcome, okay? I would have had a break even trade. So in reality, in hindsight, it worked out well. But it's something I have to ask myself and say, will this work over a big sample size if I close trades early to secure winning days? And it might be a no, but it's something obviously that I have to test. And the main reason I done it was because having 1 out of 5 winning days is not psychologically easy, okay? And the more winning days I have, it's easier on my psychology knowing that I'm closer to being able to actually withdraw money from the market into my bank account. It's much more easy on my psychology. And for me personally, my psychology is the number one aspect in my trading. You know, it's the most important thing I see it as, because technically, yeah, I have statistics behind my data. I know what I'm doing. I have an edge in the market. I have a strategy. My risk management's on point. You know, I'm not going to crash out and things like that. That area is completely fine. But psychology, it affects everything. You know, it affects how you see the market, how you think about yourself as a trader, so many things. So I thought if I just make it easier for my psychology, get some winning days in my pocket. And I'm not saying that on every trade I'm going to close early. That's not what I'm saying. Okay? Like the trade on Friday, which I documented on my YouTube channel. I held to 1 to 5. I'm not going to close early on every trade. But today I did. And I'm happy. It worked out well, okay? But I would like to get your guys' feedback as well. What you think about me closing early today. You know, stacking that winning day in my favor. Getting more winning days in my pocket. And getting closer to the mark where I can actually get a payout. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.